Dun 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 dun. It's our Skaliday TromBonus Skanktacular. It's just Rob, Celine, Engineer Joey, and a pocket full of candy canes as we give you holiday cheer talking about the most festive ska tunes we can find on Checkered Past the Ska'd Cast.
What the fuck you doing with your life these days? What the fuck you doing with yourself? What the fuck you doing with your life these days? What the fuck you doing with yourself?
What up, holiday decker heads? Welcome to Check the Halls with Boughs of Ska'd Cast with Celine and Rob, the show where Die Harder They Come and Home Alone in the Crowd Lost in New York Fever explore the history and impact of a different band each episode and hope to bring in new fans along the way. I'm robbing around the Christmas tree, and this is my sister and co-host.
Porcelain Christmas doll.
And we also have, as always, Engineer.
Joey to the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or Joe.
Joey to the world.
Joey to the world is great.
Joe.
That's okay. I'll do, I guess.
No, Joey to the world.
Joey. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Joey to the world.
Well, we're going to talk festive, holiday-related ska and ska-related things today. Maybe not ska-related. I don't know. I didn't really think that far ahead about this.
Yeah, it's the holiday spectacular. It's the Snowflake Day special, all-inclusive, non-denominational Snowflake Day special.
I like it. Snowflake Day.
Remember, what is it? Unity be the enemy. No, specificity be the enemy of unity.
Pick it up, where it left off. Pick it up, where it left off.
I just thought that was a good intro.
It's good.
Put the Chris back in Christmas from Ska Punk International. That one.
Hey.
Put the
Yeah.
Chris back in Christmas.
But everyone knows we're talking about one Chris.
It's cool Christmas.
Yeah. That's it.
I am cool Christmas. Well, why don't we, I don't know how to start this, but why don't we just talk about
Our-
holiday-related activities, things
Does
like what's
anyone
our
have any traditions? Joey hates Christmas.
Yeah, not a fan.
He's a Scrooge. He's a bah humbug.
Yeah, I'm
too.
a grinchy,
Childhood trauma.
grinchy guy. Yeah, grinchy guy, and also adulthood. Just, I mean,
What's
started working at 14 and worked in retail for like 20 fucking years, and I already didn't like Christmas at 14, so that did not help. I tell you.
Where were you working retail-wise?
My first job?
Oh, just in general, yeah. Like
What
where-
Christmas retail jobs?
yeah.
Oh, just every job I had pretty much was retail, like from the time I was in
Canadian
my teens.
Tire.
So Canadian Tire,
Oh,
so that was
nightmare.
a nightmare. And then later,
Did
long
Subway get
McQuaid.
cagey around Christmas?
Oh yeah, Subway was terrible.
Just all these
Canadian
red
Tire.
and green subs.
Just
Right.
people coming in
Running
and
out
just
of
being
red and
so
green food
fucking
cutlery.
fed up of shopping.
Oh,
and
yeah.
coming in and like angry,
Needing a
hangry,
sandwich.
hangry
Yeah.
and needing sandwiches.
Were
man.
you at a mall Subway or like a
No,
freestanding one?
I was
Yeah.
at not a freestanding one, in a strip mall, by like in a kind of sketchier. If you are familiar with Edmonton, 118th Ave is a little,
Ooh,
little
Beverly?
sketchy. No, not quite Beverly Stadium area.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
Cody's hood.
yeah, I mean, I came from a fairly rough and tumble smaller town, and I worked there when I first moved here. So to be honest, it was just kind of like where I came from in Thompson.
But what
and
shopping are they doing around there? Like, I just imagine there's check cashing stores and chiropractors
lots of pawn shops.
and pawn shops. Oh,
Christmas.
Lots of pawn shops.
Yeah,
And there was like a
that's
few
true.
like independent record stores and stuff down there.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
there was-
because whatchamacallit's down there. Fucking Free Cloud is kind of nearby.
want-
Well, and this
go to
was
the
years
pawn
and years
shop
ago.
for
This was 15 years
Christmas.
ago. So like
Right.
there was a little more kind
Only
of
a pawn shop will do.
only a bong shop will do.
You didn't want to sing pawn shop?
That's what I was singing with pawn shop. I want a pawn shop for Christmas. Only a pawn shop will do,
No.
not a bong shop.
No, I mean like the Sublime song. Down here at the pawn shop.
No, I want to make a weird gal is making a hippopotamus into pawn shop, and it's very clever, and everyone's really impressed, and everyone's like, God, it's right there.
It was.
Right.
We never saw it.
Shirley Temple, right? That was sang the hippopotamus song.
I want a hippopotamus for
The Aquabats.
Christmas.
Yeah.
They did it, I think.
Oh, Planet Smashers definitely did.
Really?
They do the pawn shop bottomness.
Pawn shop must do the pawn shop. The pawn shop.
See, that's why you're the weird gal. Anyway, Subway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I worked in
Retail
that sketchy-
jobs,
so
Long and
retail jobs,
McQuaid.
Long McQuaid, which was basically just like, and I worked shipping and
You
receiving.
have the most
So-
difficult time with listing your jobs. You keep going on like
That's because
completely
people
different things.
keep
You're like, so
talking
many
on
jobs, so many
tangents.
jobs. No, I had to list all of them. Canadian Tire, Subway. I have listed all of them. And Long and McQuaid. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that all your retail adjacent jobs that you've worked around Christmas?
No, and also the countertop place.
Was that Christmas affected?
Oh, yeah.
People needed Christmas
definitely.
tops for Christmas.
Oh, totally. People.
Do you? I just fucking like with a wrapped with a bow, just a fucking 50-foot slab.
There
of
was a
granite.
lady one time who had us wear little elf hats whilst carrying in her granite because she was so excited to have her granite countertop in for
Did
Christmas.
she pay you extra for that?
She gave
Wait,
us Tim
wait,
Hortons like
wait.
gift cards.
Sweet. That's sexy.
Hold up.
You gay for pay, baby.
Start from the beginning. You just
Sex work is
this
real work.
You're pulp fictioning this story where you're like leaving out key details and just jumped ahead to the most ridiculous part of this.
Well, okay, so we, I worked for this company that did stone countertops.
Right.
And around Christmas time, my specific job slowed down. Drawing the countertops, like making the templates for the countertops, slowed down. But installs sped up because so many people were rushing to have renovations done in around Christmas time. So this lady was one of these people, and she was very excited to have her. She was having family, like come and stay at her house like in 2 or 3 days. And this was the last thing she needed in the kitchen. And she was just very... Man, she was super excited. And she was very pleasant, actually. But we showed up, and we go in, and she's like, hey, guys, this is, like, kind of weird, but I'm really excited about this countertop. We're like, okay. She's like, would you, like, I have these little hats. They were, like, little, like, elf hats you would get for, like, a large dog, I guess.
Oh God.
And she's like, would you guys put these on, and can I grab a picture of you carrying the granite? And we were like, I guess so. Like, we're all like pretty chill dudes. So yeah, we put on the little elf hats, and like she snapped a picture of us hauling this granite into her house. And then afterwards when we left, she gave us all like actually $15 Tim cards each, which is like the
Did
company.
she have them ready to bribe for hats?
I think
That's
she
kind
bought
of-
them with the hats.
Yeah, I don't know.
For our American listeners, $15 Tim cards is like 7
it's
coffees.
like one Tim Beeb.
You think it? Okay.
No, that's
Wait.
several Tim Beebs.
Tim Beeb for our listeners as well. Celine,
This is
just
a holiday
jumping
thing.
ahead.
Jumping-
Justin Bieber has created donut hole Timbits, 3 of them, and he's got some weird like punk rock font for his name on it. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah,
I did, yeah.
It's like hardcore, and it
pretty
has like
cool.
an X above
Looks
the
good.
eye. Like,
Looks nice.
It's very Avril Lavigne.
yeah, like or
Tim Beebs.
or I don't know, like fucking DI, because DI
Yeah, I
also
guess
had an
they
X over the
did
eye.
that too,
I kind of wish Ariane was editing this episode only because, like, I feel like she would cut out parts of like your story because it was a lot of details. But Joey's editing
Nope.
it, so he'd be like, "Well, I can't cut out that. That's integral. They need to understand how
need to
granite
know."
works."
It's actually more likely he'll just cut out the part where you're digging in,
Harping on him?
harping on him for his editing.
So, you know, templating was slow at that time. So, of course, I was helping with install. Everybody knows that.
I worked at
HMV,
yes,
Sunshine Video.
Sunshine Video didn't matter.
Why are we
HMV.
just listening people's like
That
previous
was
jobs?
the fucking
'Cause-
question.
because-
Mars and Venus.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah.
It's important to talk about retail. So it's
Yeah.
I have several stories that are related to the holiday season while working at HMV. I worked at HMV for 7 years. I worked at the West Edmonton Mall location, which is one of the biggest HMVs in Canada. I mean,
Big
HMV
mall.
doesn't exist.
It's a really, really big mall.
Real big mall, and this was a 2-floor HMV that sold CDs, DVDs, video games, accoutrement, T-shirts, that like. And when I was working there, I started actually during the Christmas season. I just barely missed being a temp. We used to hire temps like crazy. People would work for 3 months to literally do shipping and receiving with us, which was like taking in boxes and boxes and boxes of DVDs, stickering them, and shelving them.
Dude, a temp shipping receiving job sounds like absolute trash.
The
That
people
fucking
we
sucks.
hired
We're absolute trash.
were the trashiest human beings on the planet. Like, we could do a whole episode of me talking about Christmas temps at HMV because it's fucking wild.
And we're going to.
And so I'm just going to give you the highlights.
Yeah.
Not the highlights. I'm going to give you a trio of human beings that are just wild people. So when I first started, there were 3 Robs that worked in shipping and receiving.
Oh yeah. I
There was
forgot about this.
myself.
Try Rob.
Rob Classic. That's what they
Rob
called me because I was the
Classic.
first one. And I have no other defining features because the second Rob,
You kind of have big eyebrows.
yeah, but compared to Crackhead Rob, the second Rob who sold crack to people outside of HMV.
This is a much more
I love
defining
crackhead
feature.
Rob.
Crackhead Rob,
Also, crackhead I think is a racialized term.
is it? He,
but it
maybe I should call him. I don't know. That's what we called him
Anyways,
at the
but
time.
yeah,
he is more
yes.
like crack dealer Rob.
Okay, I like that better. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
that
want to,
feels
but I
better.
don't feel like giving
Crack
him.
dealer Rob sounds nicer.
He's an unfortunate person
Crack
who
dealer abuser, Rob.
he really wanted to get
Is he
me
white?
laid. Yes.
Then you can probably call him a
And he had a
crackhead.
giant mohawk, but so did I. We both had mohawks. But he really wanted to get me laid, and I did not want that. I did not want
By
whoever he
him?
was hooking me. Yeah, no way, absolutely not. And he,
It was like you guys' own like coming of age teen movie. Like after
He
college, he's
ro-
like, "We gotta get you laid, man."
yeah, he drew a circle on his hand because, in his words, he's the opposite of straight edge. And he got fired for having sex in the
What?
bathroom.
Wow.
And also, he built a gwar suit out of broken down boxes.
That's awesome.
And
That's
he-
ferocious.
the
Yeah.
vice president just caught him like stickering DVDs of like, I don't know, Borat or something in the back, and he's just like in this giant gwar costume.
That rules.
And then the other guy his nickname was No Legs Rob,
Why?
because he had no legs.
I know.
His story. I won't get into the story of why he had no legs, but it was like a self-harm situation.
Aw.
But he was a miserable human being, and he was a sexual predator,
Ah,
and he
it's harder to
would
feel.
run around on his arms and bite ladies on the butt.
Wow.
That's a lot to take in.
It's a lot.
Wow. So
And
much
so-
to unpack.
That made me a little
There
nauseous.
was. It was shipping and receiving. And there was
So much
so much
fun
to
So
unpack.
much. That's the entire reason they were there.
Was he
and-
good at his job?
No,
Like-
neither of them. Oh no, crackhead Rob. Sorry, crack dealer Rob
was he good at his job?
extraordinarily good. He was fueled by crack cocaine
Amphetamines.
and probably a lot because it's Edmonton. And he just would sticker like a motherfucker. Like it was wild.
Well,
how
then
much
I guess
work
he
got.
has time to make a gore suit, you know,
yeah,
arguably,
he had-
and have
if
sex
he
in the
had-
bathroom and get the job done.
Yeah, very impressive work ethic
Yeah,
for somebody like that.
He's got a lot done.
Neither of them lasted their 3-month temp position. I have more temp people, but those are the ones that have
Yikes.
come off. The other thing about Christmas is that there is a Christmas movie that was shot in West Edmonton Mall
Oh,
called Christmas in
yeah.
Wonderland
with Chris
with a-
Kattan.
and a young Robert Piquet.
Oh yeah, Robert Piquet's movie. With
You can see
Chris
me
Kattan
in
in it.
establishing B-roll shots walking through the mall.
That sounds
So
that's similar,
good.
Similar to the sled dog story. There are many people in Edmonton who are in sled dogs that I've met in the past.
I'm not in
because
any
of
movie.
struggle.
I feel like I'm always like too
I'm not
obnoxious.
in a movie. I'm in a B-roll establishing
I
shot.
wish.
Do you
I'm
have
too
any?
obnoxious looking and be like, oh yeah, you're not blending into the background.
Celine, do you have any like retail Christmas nightmare? You did a lot of that.
I mean, the only I guess thing of but it was also I did like crazy ass like alternative clothing store like from a psychopath who owns it. Like I love Mike, but he's unwell. But yeah, every day was like insane, full of insane people, like full like of characters and such. The only thing that I guess I can like say that's like maybe interesting and stands out is we do like a Boxing Day sale that would start at midnight on Christmas.
yeah.
Once again, to
So, like,
American
12 a.m.
listeners, you think Boxing Day is a hilarious Canadian thing? It's a nightmare zone. Nightmare zone.
Yeah, I hated it so
It's worse
much.
than Black Friday
It
for
is
us.
the worst.
24 hours we'd be
Ugh.
open from midnight to midnight. So 12:01 a.m. on the 26th, midnight Christmas Day.
We would have to do mental health checks at HMV
Yeah, we take
to make
naps.
sure people
I
were.
remember going up to the White Knight was closed. It wasn't open at least 24 hours, so I went and like slept on the dragon throne. There was like a dragon throne.
So White Knight
brunch.
was the collectible
Like
nerd
nerd
store
Magic
that
the
was above
Gathering, yeah.
your punk psychobilly store
Yeah.
that you worked at.
Did you guys get like Christmas stock? Were there like rockabilly Santa hats and like?
I don't know.
No, Mike didn't order
No.
that kind of shit.
No.
Just like
We were too cool.
Too cool.
It'd maybe wear like a sweater, like a cardigan that looked kind of holiday-y.
just like a Santa pompadour. Is that a thing?
A Santa door?
Yeah. Is that a thing?
Yes, and it's good.
Fantastic. So the only other thing I want to talk about before we get to a break and then do some Scott
Oh, I
stuff
guess Christmas
is...
hair is crazy. People need to get their hair. Christmas is a busy time of year for a hairstylist.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you're usually wild around this time of year for sure.
Yeah,
Talk to me about it.
but it's weird talking about it. I don't know. It's just weird because like Christmas is dumb and who cares? Like I just don't see the point. I'm
You
like,
just
okay.
accused Joey of being the biggest bah humbug Grinch, and then you're like, Christmas is dumb, who cares?
Kate. I like cozy vibes. I'm
Fair enough.
down for cozy vibes. So to me, a Christmas tree falls under cozy vibes, but I don't give a shit about Christmas. Also, like I like celebrating the winter solstice. So December 22nd is a meaningful
That tracks.
day. Yeah, and it
Is the
the
veil
days
thin?
are the veil's actually kind of thin right now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, there was a like super new moon, and we're still in eclipse season.
Mm.
And
Sounds
it
like
was
the
in
time the White
Sagittarius.
Walkers would come out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a super cold moon. So yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, I was thinking that we should have a segment like Celine's witchy moments. Yeah,
We just did.
I'm very excited.
Doing it, yeah.
You know what you didn't do on our last? Okay, so for
These
the
witchy
next
moments.
episode that's coming out that we recorded recently, there is no whether or not people are daddy. There's Ska'd
Oh
daddy.
no, Scott Daddy.
There's no Ska'd daddy on the most recent episode coming out. It's
What
very
about
unfortunate.
what about Jesus? He is Scott Daddy.
Oh yeah,
What are we talking about in the last episode? What's
and
going on?
the new episode from with the Bruce Lee band and the Abrupters. That'll
The one
come
we
out
just recorded?
Yeah, you did not do a Ska'd daddy
I
either.
didn't do
Coming out next
For-
Bruce.
Tuesday.
What for Mike Park?
You didn't do it for Mike Park, yeah.
Oh, that seems untouchable.
Oh, there you go. That's a great. He's very tall.
Yeah, I mean, when he was young, he was a snack.
With
He
the
seems like a very lovable guy.
he seems exactly like somebody I would have been friends with in high school.
yeah.
The glasses and
but
everything.
does he like knock Reese Roper off the top? Though?
Oh yeah.
He's not daddy, but he's like the lovable uncle that you can't even really rate. So I guess an 8.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that. That's
He's like
nice.
everybody's
Yeah.
friend.
And this was an episode of the Ska Erections department.
Yeah.
Where Celine corrected whether or not Mike Park is daddy.
And so for this current episode, we got Jesus and we got Santa. Are either of them Scott
There's
Daddy?
lots of Santa daddies for sure. There's like a whole thing. There was
Billy
like
Bob
older
Thornton.
bearded tattoo men as daddies. That was a whole thing.
It is the thing.
That was a thing. And then Krampus daddy for sure. A sexy, gothy, spooky monster daddy. That's a fun.
Mhm.
And Kwanzaa daddy? No, I don't know.
Like
I
Kwanzaa
don't
Bot.
know
Kwanzaa
from
Bot,
Futurama,
yeah.
yeah, I
That's
actually don't know
Coolio.
anything.
I know
Coolio daddy?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Robert is Coolio daddy. Everybody loves Cool Joey.
Everybody
Hello.
does love Cool Joe.
Hello,
Joey
Cool J.
is unreal. Like no joke, but Joey is very popular on the
Yeah,
podcast.
you live with him.
Yeah.
Tell me how much you like
He's
it.
popular around the
I'm
house.
talking
No,
about
he's popular
amongst-
only on the podcast.
amongst list amongst
popular
checker.
around the house. You are not popular around this house.
He's a checkerhead.
Dogs like
popular.
me.
The
No,
dogs
they don't. Betty likes you.
Yeah, she likes me.
I like you,
Anyways.
Joey.
Thanks, buddy.
I like you, Joey.
Thanks, baby.
So, one last thing to talk about before
Oh yeah,
we get
got
into
drum roll.
Elves are hot.
where Celine really
I'm
doesn't
gonna-
want to talk about what we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The merch store is going live.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's fun.
the big
Yay.
announcement.
Big announcement. We
Ooh,
got
Christmas-
merch.
For Christmas. Buy them for
We
Christmas.
do not guarantee.
I do
you'll
not
get any
guarantee
merch
that you
by
can get our merch
Christmas.
by Christmas.
We
Supply chain, supply chain, supply
100%
chain.
guarantee or contact us directly.
So we're going to launch the store at the time that this is released. The store should be live.
You should
check
go
Twitter.
buy stuff. Yeah.
Buy
Check
it
Twitter, check
at-
Instagram, make
For
sure
your
it's up and
flexible
on.
friends who don't expect a present on the exact day of Christmas.
There you go.
We will have the link on our socials through our web store. We are working through it, but we are going to do free shipping for Canada and the U.S. So when you look at the prices, take
What are
a
you
look.
paying for shop pay or something?
Hmm?
You paying for shop
Why are
pay?
you doing some behind the scenes things here? No, it has nothing to do with that.
Shopify? Or
No, I'm just
You got a Shopify account?
no, but
Whose
it's
dick are
big,
you sucking?
It's big cartel.
Canada Post?
No.
Oh, big cartel.
Big cartel.
You're a part of the cartel to get free shipping?
Celine really doesn't want to like.
I'm so tired.
Make
No, I want
Starbucks. We got shirts.
Shirt.
We got the long sleeve with the Ska'd.
We got 2 colors of regular shirts.
That's right.
Regular shirts, t-shirts,
We
or
got-
regular shirts.
we
No,
got
they're regular
Scott.
shirts now.
We got a 2-tone ass mug,
Yep.
and because it's Christmas, winter, holiday time, we got a sweet ass Ska'd beanie.
and
Yeah.
tweet at us if you'd rather the beanie be the other logo.
Celine is convinced. So we did the Final Fantasy style Ska'd for that. I think it looks rad as shit.
It does look great. I
Celine-
just also want a beanie with the other logo.
Yeah.
So tweet at us.
I don't have
Tweet
unlimited store
hashtag
space.
Celine is right. And I'll know it's chanted in that way.
And hashtag Celine is never right.
Oh! How dare you!
Hashtag Team Rob or hashtag Team Celine
Oh, that's so much
for this
less
episode.
contentious. That's so much less contentious.
That's less
Team
contentious.
Celine, Team Rob. Yeah, that's much more friendly than Celine is right and Celine is never right.
Haven't you guys ever watched a competition reality show? Jeez.
So I had an idea. So here's another thing. So another small tangent before man, this episode's gonna be fun. We haven't talked about ska music at all.
No. Just Scott clothing.
Me and Ariane were talking about spin-off pods. This show hasn't even been out for a year, and I'm thinking about another podcast I'd like to do. She is suggesting we do a recap show about Hot Bench, the Judge Judy spin-off.
Hot bench.
Where it has 3 judges that do like small claim stuff, and then they
That's
talk about it in
rad.
the back. It's the craziest show. It's
I
so
love
funny.
that.
But I was saying also that it would be fun to do a recap, watch along style podcast about worst cooks in America.
That'd be funny.
There are currently 0 podcasts doing that.
I wonder
Literally-
why.
Because it'd be so fun.
Oh, I'm
listening-
in. Anne
we-
Burrell, her
we-
swoop.
we-
That's Anne Burrell's hair.
We were listening to another podcast, X Unique podcast, when we were on our road trip, and it just it seems like that'd be fun as hell. So
Yeah, I'd love to do a
Pod-
recapping show.
Checkerheads, if you want to see us do a spin-off, let us know. We don't have unlimited
The
time to do it.
organic spin-off to a Worst Cooks in America podcast.
Why not?
No,
It'd be
I
fun. You have Celine
Why
is
not? It'd be fun.
Celine is like got some like tude. She's just like I don't think
I-
anything is good.
Not right now, not today. You're asking me. You knew I was in a sassy mood today.
I didn't know you were in a sassy mood today.
Don't act
So
surprised.
let's take a break then, and then when we come back, let's actually do some ska. So we'll be right back.
Make it up, whip it up, ooh, lip it out, whip it ooh, whip it up,
Oh, hey, oh, what the fuck you do with your life these days? Oh, hey, oh, what the fuck you do with yourself?
Welcome back to Checkered Past the Skadcast. We're now going to do a game of sorts. We're going to kind of go back and forth. It's very similar to our Halloween Skanktacular, where me and I think Engineer Joey got the tunes this time.
Yep.
And we're going to just play some Christmas, holiday, Hanukkah, winter, December-y ska songs. And we're just going to go back and forth. I don't know what songs Joey has picked. Joey knows which ones I did because he put them in the system. But
Yeah. And then I kind
Celine
of
doesn't know either.
And then
Yeah.
I kind of switched them
I know
around to make
nothing,
it
Jon
make the
Snow.
playlist kind of make sense.
I
so.
know nothing.
Yeah.
Call me Jon
Do
Snow.
we want to
because
talk about our themes?
I know nothing.
Got it.
You know what? I think the theme is pretty across the board non-traditional. I would say.
Non-trad. Non-trad.
I did-
Aside from, as I mentioned to Robert, I will bookend these songs with two traditional songs.
Yeah,
Only-
I did mostly originals. One is a cover, but not really. So just a heads up on mine. Since I picked my songs, there were new Christmas songs by Common Sense Kid and Backyard Superheroes that I didn't pick. But I definitely encourage people to check them out because I just didn't have time to get them ready because they came out while I was prepping the podcast.
Yeah.
But that's all.
Just to digress for a moment, our little Chihuahua has been playing with a big cat stuffy for a long time.
She's
like from the
cranked.
start, like
Yeah.
for the entire record, she's been playing.
giving her.
Anyways,
Yeah.
it's very cute.
All right, here we go. We're going to kick this off, I believe, Home Alone style.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's this?
This is Russian Slam Dance by the Holophonics.
We were talking about how fucking amazing the Nutcracker Suite Holophonics is. Oh, God.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
Yeah, this is fun.
And it was, we usually try and cut about a minute of a song, and this song is like almost exactly a minute, so I was just like, fuck it, we're just playing the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's great.
It also works because Eric was just on the show.
Yeah, so don't sue us, please, guys.
No,
Eric,
I think it'd be cool.
I think he's okay. I think we're good.
It was on a Masquerades, one of the Masquerades.
Yes. Yeah, very good. I'm, like we said earlier, I'm pretty grinchy, so I not really into Christmas music. I actually had to dig for songs, to be honest, for the most part. But this is a pretty good holiday album.
That's so good. So good.
Just a good
Yeah,
time.
that was a party.
That whole record's great. The Sugar Plum, the T for Two Tone. Man, there's like so many just like bitchin' tracks on there.
Except the actual ballet of the Nutcrackers, like so fucking boring. It's just like toy introductions and then the dances of each toy.
Celine's got some ballet background, so she can.
I remember you telling me that.
Is it
It's
really
so
like the cats
boring.
of ballet?
Yeah, it's the cats of
Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah, the cats
It's
of
like
Christmas
kind
ballet.
of fun, and then it's just not fun.
Why
like
are there so
cats.
many introductions in those things?
And everyone's like, "We like this. This is classic," and nobody has fun. Everyone's child leaves at the intermission. Literally, they're like, "Let's take our fucking 5-year-old to this." Like, at the age of 31, I'm still like, I don't know.
You're like sus.
Yeah, it's a little boring. I wish it was high. I wish it was more high.
Well,
yeah,
nope.
more. There you go.
What do we got next?
Next up is one of Rob's
one of mine?
picks. Yep.
I'm excited. I don't know what order. They're in.
Boo. Oh, that's fun.
Real Big Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like their Ska EP. It's pretty good, but this song is like an original and it's fun.
Yeah, it's
I
fun.
respect an original Christmas song, like a Mariah Carey move. Except they didn't get that Mariah Carey. This didn't really take off like All I Want for Christmas Is You.
It should have.
Should have.
I love this like bluesy, swingy, Real Big Fish stuff that they do sometimes.
Bluesy swingy?
It is
sure.
bluesy and singing. Yeah, totally.
What did you say?
It's a bluesy.
Oh, I
swingy.
like bluesy singing.
It's like a because Aaron's all about like 12-bar blues.
And then a Ramones thing. I
Yeah.
like that. Ariane's all about 12-bar blues.
Aaron.
Oh,
Aaron Barrett
Oh,
is all about 12-bar blues. Am I
Oh,
not
yeah.
enunciating?
I don't know.
Doesn't sound like it.
So good. It's really
Yeah.
fun.
I love a Ramones thing.
No, you don't.
No, you
I don't love a Ramones.
Yeah, who are
I
you?
just love like a little
You lo-
Ramones thing in a song.
Oh, okay. I like how me and Celine just like call bullshit
What?
so
What?
fast. Like we're just like, no, you don't.
Fuck out of here.
I've heard so much like smack talk about the Ramones coming out of your lips. I'm just like, you can be just like, I love a Ramones thing. I'm on podcast.
I just love like
wanna
a
be
little,
liked.
I
just a
want
lift.
people to like me.
It's true. Like
I
Yeah.
like Ramones too.
there's always
everyone.
a space for some 3 to 4 chord
I
punk.
love the Beatles,
Yeah.
Ramones. What else do people like?
the Rolling Stones.
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom
Oh,
of the
hey,
Opera.
you guys watching 8 hours of Beatles doing
No.
Beatles stuff? Really?
Zero
oh,
interest in
really?
it.
No one in this podcast
Is it on like
watching
the?
that?
Is it on like the Science Channel or something? There's
No,
just
it's on
like.
HBO or
And what
something.
kind of Beatles?
Disney
There's so
Plus.
many Beatles.
It's the Get Back, the documentary
A
about Let It
Scarab?
Be.
It's Get
eight,
Back. the
8 hours of
documentary.
Scarab Beatles,
Yes.
Yeah, David Attenborough documentary that everyone is raving about.
Yeah.
and it's just a bunch of cool Beatles.
Who has
doing
8
cool
hours?
things.
I guess I do. I
Beatles
technically do
fans.
watch 8 hours of things. I just finished Watchmen. But
Dude,
anyway,
I just got the new Expanse book on audiobook, and that's 19 hours, and I would rather listen to that like 100 times than watch the Beatles thing once.
What's your next pick?
Oh, here comes. Oh, this was my pick, and I picked it for Celine because she loves this band.
I have no idea if that's real or not.
that was Mad
Yeah.
Caddies.
It is.
Yeah.
You said it like Celine
Loves this band.
Anyway, Mad Caddies. What's the song called? Actually, I don't know if I know this one.
This is I'm Going Surfing for Christmas.
Oh, rad. I didn't know they had a Christmas song.
Yeah.
Cool.
I came in on the kind of little solo because I dug it.
At the Japanese restaurant yesterday, they were playing some like kind of circusy jazz, and it
Talking over your friend. He's singing. Chuck.
sounded like Mad Caddies.
It is Mad Caddies.
No, at the restaurant.
Oh, the restaurant.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah, I want to go surfing for Christmas. Oh, I feel good. Especially because
surfing.
it's fucking cold here right
Yeah,
now.
going
I'd
surfing
like to go
into
surfing.
Fino for Christmas.
Oh, that'd be nice.
We should mash up those songs.
Wow, that'd be the coldest surfing.
Who's gonna do that
For
mashup?
Christmas.
You?
Yeah,
Weird gal.
DJ Weird Gal.
Ooh, this is cool. I like this little harmony. Oh, we missed that. Got a little Beach Boysy.
Yeah, it's a good song.
This is good. You know, I love both versions of. I can't remember the trumpet player's name. Ed Hernandez is the
Trumpy.
trombone player, but the trumpet player does two things in the Mad Caddies. He's got crazy circus trumpet, like in Road Rash and Monkeys, or it's like, or then he does the mute trumpet,
Right.
like in Falling Down.
Which is fun.
I love that.
Yeah, I
Like
that
that's
too.
probably the best trumpet player in the game. Like honestly, I wish they
Ooh,
weren't
and our
so.
super-
Spicy
Ah,
take.
You wish
I
they
really
weren't
think
so.
so.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, I don't really like.
Get
new
into the
reggae.
discourse, Twitter. Holy
New,
smokes.
new version of Mad Caddies is not my favorite, but I think that trumpet player, untouchable. What? And I can't even think of his name. I can't remember, but really, really good.
He is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next song. You
of mine?
mentioned it earlier. This one is one of my picks. I heard the new Common Sense Kid song, and I was like, this song speaks to my fucking soul, and I love it.
Joey just
So,
overrode me.
Yeah, I did
Nicely
it.
done.
So here, there we go.
Those tracks are deep on you because you overrode.
Oh,
you.
wait, no, I fucked it up. I introed the wrong song. This is Rob's pick.
Oh, this is Backyard
Yeah,
Superheroes.
Backyard Superheroes. My
I love
bad.
this song. Shout out to Bex.
Yeah.
My friend.
That's so fucking catchy.
It's insane. Like, I think Celine said, like, this is the most Rob-friendly band, and like every time I listen
Yeah.
to their songs, I'm just like,
Yeah,
So
when I was like editing for the part of this song, I was like, man, they're just so good all the way through. It was really hard to pick like a section of song to pick.
Yeah,
I wanted to
together.
get some verse. I wanted to get some chorus. So good. And then just some straight third wave punk rocky goodness. Good.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, well, I guess I kind of
Yeah, you tip your hat.
tip my hat. So this is like a double shot of
Ow.
Friends of the Pod. Yeah, that one
was
right
you
in your eye.
tipping your hat into my eye.
I remember that reference. Yeah, so this is Common Sense Kid. It's great. It's very grinchy. I like it.
You know, we don't cover enough like English stuff. So Common Sense Kids from the UK. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he
Shout
has like
out.
a lot of influences of like kind of like UK dubby, like 90s UK dub stuff that you don't really hear influence in a lot of American ska stuff. It's cool. I like it.
I mean, like if you look at bands like, so I know he's close with Andy B's stuff, like Andy B vs. the World and a Beat All Stars. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did that.
It's catchy.
But like if you get into bands like King Prawn or Popes of Chili Town, they have like so much
Popes
awesome.
of Chili Town.
The Popes of Chili Town
That's
rule.
a fun band name.
Yeah, it's a reference to The Simpsons.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because
Oh.
he's like, you're the Pope of Chili Town when he goes and eats the 5-alarm chili. Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a
And they rule. They're so good. And they're also uber dubby. It's like Sonic Boom 6 also does some dub stuff.
God.
too.
I love dub so much.
Yeah, it's like more baked
Actually,
into the UK.
It's barely dub, but I listened to the latest Dub Trio record, which I had slept on for a couple of years. Apparently, I didn't realize they put one out 2019, I believe, and it's fucking good. But it is pretty much like a stoner rock album.
Oh, nice.
But it's very good. I love Dub Trio so much.
How many people are in the band?
I think just 7 or 8.
Oh, why are they a trio? Doesn't make any sense.
No, it's wild.
Anyway, my song's up next. What do I have?
Boop, 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 boop. What do you have?
I'm excited. It's almost like it's Christmas. Because I
No.
don't know what the song is.
I think this one's my pick as well. Yes. Speaking of dub, I chose the end of this song because it has like kind of a jam out dub thing. But God, this is also a grinchy great song that I love, and the Suicide Machines are the best.
Toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Suicide Machines rule. Me and Joey, big fans.
Yeah.
It's a hot take from us that we love the Suicide Machines.
Wild, hey?
There's this underground Detroit band you all should check out called the Suicide Machines.
Very few people have heard of them. They're very good.
It's a cover of Your Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Hell yeah.
Classic song. Actually, I guess it's not really a classic. Maybe it is. Kind of. I guess
What
it's
was
a
it on?
classic
Was it
now.
on Best of the Worst of the Suicide Machines, or was it on something else?
I don't think it was on that compilation or that best of. I think
no.
it was on something else.
Oh yeah. It's not one. It wasn't on a proper record, I don't believe.
No, I don't
Yeah.
believe so. It was probably on like a Christmas comp. They do holiday stuff pretty regularly.
You know what? That's probably a good point. It's probably on a Christmas compilation. Joey's here to tell everybody what they're all thinking.
Speaking of which, that Backyard Superheroes song was from last year.
Yes, they have a newer
And
one.
now there's a new one that is on another compilation, which is for charity. So I think they're.
parody.
I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. I was just looking at it earlier.
A Rose is Such a Clatter.
A Rose Such a Clatter.
2021.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. So if you want to listen to their new song, you should download the thing, support charity, support all the stuff.
It was co-made with On the Upbeat, our
Yeah.
sister podcast with RJ and Matt. So yeah, absolutely check that out. It's super sweet, super rad.
Yeah, a bunch of like cool compilations and stuff.
Oh,
dropped.
man,
It's
it was
been like a
so-
hot week.
It's really
Hot week for ska
we
music.
are one day recording this one day after yesterday's insane Bandcamp Friday. I listened to the new just the tracks that are available for the new Bad Times Wreck compilation. That new Tape Girl song, y'all, so fucking good. We'll play it off air, but like it is unreal awesome. And then I started listening to some of the Mario Kart 64 ska
I'm
compilation.
really excited for that one. I'm
Yeah.
very
There's
excited
5
for it.
songs on Bandcamp, and our friends of the pod, Flying Raccoon Suit, do
Yeah.
the Wario track. Oh my god!
Yeah,
Pretty
it came
amazing.
out and
So
I
good.
forgot my US or I
Ska is
forgot my
popping
speaker at home.
off. Ska is popping off.
So that was 3 comps yesterday: a Rose Such a Clatter, Bad Time Wreck comp, and then the Mario Kart
she
compilation.
popping.
That all just dropped. Like they're not full. Some of them are on pre-order, but like you can listen to some tracks right
And
now.
good
so.
stuff. Quality.
And Take Today got signed to, or their Ska Punk International debut came out.
Yep.
They told us on Twitter that they were thinking of calling their EP Checkered Past, and we're told not to do it because of our podcast.
Oh wow.
Thanks, Chris. Also, it doesn't matter if they called it Checkered Past. I wouldn't have given a shit.
Yeah, honestly, it's fine.
Before we signed on, we came to, or I found out that because of SEOs, the name of our podcast probably sucks.
Oh yeah, no, we're like pretty much unsearchable unless you literally know the exact name of the podcast. But whatever,
Hey,
figure
it's
it
a
out.
niche podcast. You got to know the joke to find it.
Yeah. There's too many layers to the stupid joke. We were just so dead set on the joke when we started the podcast. we just
Are you
couldn't-
done all your songs?
No, there's still more songs. Here we go. We're just tangenting. I'll put
just
on another
tangents.
one. We can talk.
I don't know when what songs.
This is Robert's pick.
Let's Go Bowling. I love Let's Go Bowling.
This is a good jam.
Oatmeal for Christmas. Oh, oatmeal for Xmas. I
Xmas.
believe.
I wrote down all of the song titles, but I just wrote Xmas until I got to this song title, and I was like, fuck, do I need to know that that's different? And I was like, nah,
I don't know.
they're all Xmas.
Let's Go Bowling is they're classic. They're like People,
Oh, yeah.
I think,
This is,
forget
like,
that they were.
traditional, practically good.
People sometimes forget that they were around pre-Op Ivy. Like, they were in, like, that early batch of ska bands that were coming around.
Yeah,
Like,
this
with
is
the
fucking
Untouchables
rad.
and stuff. Yeah. So good.
It's a groovy little tune.
Oh, yeah. It's a jam.
And I like that for the most part, it's just an instrumental, and they're like, "Yeah, this is a Christmas song."
Yeah, why
It
not?
doesn't really have like any Christmas sounds or
No,
parts
I mean,
or
I think I only
anything.
put it on here because it had Christmas in the title, but I wouldn't actually
That's all that
necessarily
matters.
qualify that as a Christmas song.
It's got vibes.
It vibes like
Xmas
crazy.
vibes.
What do you got, Joseph?
This next one is a modern day classic, in any version, I would say. Here we go. Making its second appearance on the pod. Oi to the world.
Oi to the world.
Oh yeah. It is good.
Yeah, it's very good. And I mean,
The
Vandals
as we
or
said-
Really their best.
or
As
no
we
doubt
said,
best
the
song.
best No Doubt song. The cover of the Vandals' Way to the World. Different part of the song that we played a
I
lot.
stand by that.
We'll play it one more time so that it's the entire song.
yeah, that's how to avoid copyright stuff, right? You just play it over several episodes, different parts of the song. People can edit it together themselves. Oi! 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 Yeah, it's very good.
It's stupid catchy.
And honestly, like the best her vocals have ever sounded.
Yeah,
IMO.
Yeah.
punk as fuck. Some people on Reddit the other day were talking about how, like, you know, people like quote their first 3 records as being ska records, but like when they were, like coming up before they released their first music, like they were super ska. Like apparently they were like the ska's band on the block. But there's no real recordings of it. I think we played like one song that was kind of ska-y,
Yeah.
but like I guess there's like their live material that they were playing was more ska than ever, and they were very madnessy. Like apparently that was like kind of their whole jam.
That's the word on the street.
That's what the OC
Reddit
folks,
street.
the OC Reddit people, they are the ones that give us the inside scoop.
They know. They know. They were there.
Yeah, that's right.
And we
so I assume.
love our Reddit fans.
Yes.
Cannot say enough how
We
much
have
we
decided to stop
love
dunking
them.
on our Reddit people.
Love them.
Shout out to all our fans on Reddit that are being nice to us,
Except Dan.
except for Dan. And then the other guy who was mad at our 5-iron episode. I don't know. There's only like a couple, but they left an
fuck.
impression on us.
Reese wasn't mad at our 5
No, Reese was
So
happy.
that guy doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I feel like Reese might have heard the second episode and been like, that girl's a
Hey,
little
he was happy with the
creepy."
first
He
one,
was
though.
like- yeah. There was a lot of silence after the second episode when I asked him to
Our
be in a
two-
quadruple.
People
so-
may be surprised to know our 2 absolute most popular episodes we ever did are our 2 5-iron frenzy episodes. Like ludicrous how many downloads we got on that compared to everything else.
You gotta do more Christian bands.
Is that what it is? I think it's just 5-iron frenzy. Honestly, I don't think if I do like Squad 5-0 or the OC Supertones or the Insiders or Bunch of Believers, I'm out of the Dingies. Is
Got
that
any
it?
more?
Is that all the Christian
Are
bands?
there more
That's a
Christmas
Christmas
ska
thing, yeah.
songs to play?
Hey, it's Christmas thing to list off Christian ska bands.
Yeah.
Yep, there's one more Christmas ska song, and it's just for Celine.
I was like, which one's this one? Oh yeah, I remember.
I don't know what's happening.
Just get into it, baby. Huh.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Is this Fishbone?
You know it.
I was like, why don't I like this?
Why don't I like this?
We gotta have
Where is the beat or melody or what are you Joey's dance? What are you dancing to?
This is Fishbone.
It's like a gospel song. It's like
It kind of has elements of one, but then it's mixed up with other elements that make it unlistenable and undanceable.
Oh, you're just not dancing fast enough.
They had a Christmas EP.
I feel so validated.
Like,
At least.
you feel like this
now everyone
supports your
knows.
theory.
Yeah, this supports my theory. I was like worried that it was going to be a good one, and I'm like, oh no, that's what I was saying.
We should have just played Ma and Pa. I should have just not picked a Christian one. I should have just played. Should have just played a good fish.
Can I like last minute play my favorite Christmas song?
We don't
You
have it
could
queued
just
up.
say,
Well,
yeah, we
what if
don't
I
have it
like?
queued up
Yeah, I
to
know, but
play
if
it.
I like play it on my phone, can you just like add it in after?
Yeah,
happening.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. In the meantime, I think you had a bookend.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll put this
Okay.
song in between with the bookend. It's your favorite Christmas song? Like, are we talking of all time here?
I feel like this is a bit.
No.
I don't trust Celine to not do a bit.
Why?
I mean, if you play Louis Armstrong, I'm just gonna rip your headphones off.
If you play Louie Louie, though, I will be very impressed.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Are you finding it?
Hold on.
You're wasting
Well,
digital
there's a
tape
lot
here.
of there's a lot of versions, and I'm just
Yeah.
trying
What's your favorite
to-
song? It has a lot of versions.
There's a reprise. There's feature. I guess I'm just gonna have to do the feature. But I was just trying to get the
Is that a hip hop song?
Ska'd.
Oh,
Cross me off of your list. Can you remember? No, this is. We're gonna have the best Christmas that ever existed.
Don't
Hey,
drop
sis,
this
It's Christmas.
No, I'm leaving it
Gonna
like this,
cross you
for sure.
off your list. Don't witness. Have the best Christmas that ever. Wait. Boom. Up. Everything's done nicely tonight. Will be your love.
RuPaul's gonna sue us for sure.
No, because I'm cackling. It's a cover. It's a Weird Gal cover.
Oh, okay.
Weird gal who just mumbles and doesn't know the words. Like that's how I
Yeah.
cover songs. Like,
That was-
Christmas. It's a Christmas.
That was a pretty
Christmas.
poor lip sync.
Yeah, I don't think they're.
That
Do you
doesn't
think
count
when
as
they're
a
on
lip sync.
stage,
I was
they're actually
singing it.
singing? Like that would make them so tired if they were also actually
Not if they're
singing.
singing like I sing, where it's like. Is
that what they also coach them to do? Is just like make
Yeah.
shit up while you're doing it, so it looks like you're singing.
Yeah,
All right, okay. Well done, Celine. That was a
Perfect.
bit.
It
and
was
good.
good.
it
Yeah.
wasn't a bit.
So here we go. This is our last little bit. Just another classic Christmas song. Vandals, fucking best. I love
Vandals
Vandals,
are awesome.
so much. And this is ska.
It sure is. The Vandals are the best ska band on Comedy Bang Bang.
Yeah, definitely. This is Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. If you don't.
I mean, that's like
I like this chime
one of the
part.
more enjoyable parts of the Nutcracker.
The Nutcracker
Yeah,
Suite
it's
has
true.
like 7
The
songs.
Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies is kind of a highlight.
And if you've ever been a guitarist and tried to play this song, I feel ya. It's fucking rough. It's very, very hard.
I'm more of a Hall of the Mountain King gal.
Yeah, that's a jam too. Unfortunately, it's not Christmassy.
It's
I
kinda
wish it was.
It's Christmassy. We played it at a Christmas concert and band. I feel like it goes
about-
with Christmas.
What about Hall of the Mountain King's good. That's Grieg, although I think he might be a Nazi. But then
Oh,
what about that other one that goes dun dun dun? That's in like Fantasia
Oh,
and at
yeah.
the beginning of Genesis. Night on Bald Mountain.
Did you
Night
just
on
say
Bald
the
Mountain.
guy that wrote Hall of the Mountain King's a Nazi?
I think so. Grieg.
Fuck, really? That's
Yeah, because
so-
well, all those German like no, that's not fair. I should paint like a
Yeah, I
giant
don't know,
brush
yeah.
about
all
like
those German people are
no, but like
Nazis, quote Rob.
Wagner is famously a Nazi, and like, but I think a lot of those like German romantic composers had some far right nationalist
Do
tendencies.
you know who else is famously a Nazi?
Uh-oh.
Hitler.
Got him.
That is the best fucking ending
him.
for a podcast I've ever heard. Thanks for listening to Checkered Past. Hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Checkered Past Pod, or send us an email at checkeredpastpod@gmail.com. Ask a question, suggest bands, bring us games, and we have merch potentially coming out.
Hit that merch store. Hit it.
Request a beanie with the other logo.
Or, drop some ska bucks.
Drop some ska bucks.
Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, and please rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcast. This episode is produced and engineered by Joey, and our theme song is OAO by Edmonton's own Mad Bomber Society. Next week, we'll have Mike and Tony of the Abrupters on to discuss the Bruce Lee Band.
Hey,
Mike and Tony.
Tony.
Until next time, I'm Rob.
Celine.
Joey to the world, the pod is done.
And in the immortal words of the matches, so to hell with holiday romantics, December is for cynics.